Ladies and Germans, how you all doing? This is Caumont.
And I'm RangRoo. Hello, hello, hello.
Kicking off our Steel Division League Season 2 coverage this week with a real beauty of a game coming out of the veteran division of Europe. That's the Euro S class. We are on Caumont L'Evante, so some Robin Hood play, but Rang, who do we have as those combatants?
Well, on the left-hand side in blue, we have YDdraig as the first infantry division. And on the right-hand side, we have ourselves ONeill as the third Feldjäger division.
So, you of course got a little more experience in terms of seeing that BRO being played these days, but tell me, how's the BRO, match up against the third? What happens?
They're alright. I mean, honestly, first isn't a great infantry division. You're much better playing second, but against third, this is a pretty good matchup, especially on this map. That forest really goes to Righty's control, as he has all the great CQC troopers, while ONeill has to rely on two-man flamethrower squads on A phase for his CQC fights. And in terms of open ground engagement, even though 1st Infantry doesn't have great tank selection, 3rd Feldjäger has an even worse tank selection apart from the awesome Italian light tanks. So he's still going to have a slight tank and vehicle advantage, and maybe in the northern side he could do pretty well as, M7DDs, Shermans, Stuarts, etc. While for ONeill, I don't know, it's going to be a little bit tougher, as 3rd Feldjäger does have trouble in open ground engagements, and also in A phase, that forest is not going to be fun. So, I don't know, we're just going to have to see, and of course, especially on a 1v1, it's going to be very important for him to abuse his aircraft, per se.
That seems like a fair read to start off with. Kind of interesting to me, I'm seeing 3 anti-tank guns to the north. I think Gal might have supposed that Stuart coming out to the northern side. Is YD pulling a fast one on the south?
Yeah. They might be the LG guns, the support guns. I don't know, but yeah, definitely one or two of them is the Pak 41 Gerlich.
Yes.
How do you say it?
Yeah,
What's that mean, Gerlich?
Gerlich. I could not tell you off the top of my head, unfortunately. I really should have looked that up, but we are getting started right now. As you said, the Americans are going to take the forest for the most part. The anti-tank guns, I think, are taking a rather aggressive position in the north. And why shouldn't they?
Aggressive. Yeah.
But I was wondering, down to the south, where's that Stuart going? Stuart's taking a very... it's a passively aggressive position, I would say.
Yeah, it's just enough to stop anything from barreling down the road. And, yeah, ONeill, bit more of a conservative loadout. No Fiat light tanks early on. So he's just all infantry, all anti-tank at the start.
Kind of interesting to note, both guys are picking up MGs to start off with. M2HB over here for the Americans, and of course that MG34 from the Germans. Is this just going to be a, I won't push if you won't push in the north?
Maybe. I mean, both sides aren't great at pushing an open field, so it might just be a defensive posture. Especially the 2-star 50 cal is going to be a pain to get through, nice to get artillery. But yeah, finally got some action inside the forest. Pack gun getting set up, and yeah, it's just a lot of really good CQC dudes. So those Feldjägers aren't going to have a good time in the forest. Guys going down South Hill, and the sniper team may be able to do something. Unless that Stuart comes around and, says hello.
Well, and that's what I was going to say, is that maybe that's exactly what he was planning here. He knows he can pretty much hold the forest early on, I would say. I mean, between the assault team and those early vet that he's got.
I do like his A20 being brought out. It's going to get some very good recon. I mean, he only has the A20 as his recon unit in A phase, but considering that there's not much ground AA he has to worry about, of course, Messerschmitt fighters, but this is going to be very useful, especially in this forest area, having the recon plane.
Well, and Gal getting very unlucky, losing his early anti-tank. Scharfschützen are not quite seen just yet, but they were taking some very, very nasty fire. Oh yes, there's the LG-40 you were talking to the north. Oh yeah, it's going to be good fire support. And this is actually a pretty good, fires, force in his northern side. He could push. I mean, of course he can't see it, so there's only 150 cal. But with the MG34 and the LG, he could easily just break through that area. Yeah, it's going to be slow because it's all just ground pounders infantry. Now, one thing I'm not entirely sure that I like too much is that we are going to see the Schwimmenwagen come on out, the 210 the off-map call-in.
Oh, that could...
Yeah, I mean, it could be good, but at the same time, is it a little bit too early? Wouldn't it have been better to get some more infantry on the map, to get even some indirect fire that would not have been so, limited?
I think he's going to use that to try and, like, clear the forest out, and then just try to rush and Feldjägers and whatnot, to just get surrenders. So I'm thinking he's doing that as an early gambit to try and, even out the forest fight with some long-range railway big bada booms.
It does seem about right. So Assault MG is probably going to go down to the Scharfschützen, but by a similar token, I don't know. Those Fallschirmjägers are starting to take out an awful lot of fire, though they are at least pinning down those NGs.
Yep, he's engaging at over 100 meters, so his Feldjägers are just going to absolutely destroy everything. He has the off-map being called in. And that could be a pretty perfect hit, actually, and just kill all of those guys.
That is true. Stewart down to the south, though, going to push back on that Jaeger, and the Jaeger's not going to go anywhere. I'm actually surprised that this actually. Dreg knows did he see the off map on that one? Yes, he did. He knows the off map is there, so he's gonna. I'd be backing right now.
Run away.
Too late.
Yep, he's gonna go down.
So Assault MG teams in the meantime. Ooh, wait. Furball in the north, south rather. ME-109 facing off against that 820. And how about that lightning? Oh no, yep. Here comes the lightning to force him back. Alright, well, at least off-map already coming on in as well. Forcing back, as you correctly called, perfect hit. Although the assault team is still very, very dangerous.
That's, damn, they didn't even take any HP damage to the assault team. That's rather amusing. But, yeah, it's just, he's going to move in the Feldjägers, but he's going to have to do another off-map artillery strike to do the same effect, to keep pushing. He only has one more left now. So, I mean, it's going to be good for now, but once more reinforcements come, it's still like 5 minutes of A phase, it's going to be hard to still hold onto that forest, I'd say.
Well, and he's definitely not breaking out of it. That M16 MGMC is just absolutely terrible.
This furball is still going down south, Khan.
I honestly haven't even been watching it. Let me,
There's like a second lightning, but the Messerschmitt's just, he's dodging, ducking, diving, and reaving. Because those lightning for us agility, I believe.
Well, second barrage comes on in, and actually there goes the lightning.
Yeah, that was pretty good hit, but the Messerschmitt's almost out of ammo, and he can't. Okay, he's managing to catch up. And that is second barrage. Oh damn!
Goodness. Oh jeez.
Yeah, that's some good airplane play.
And that's devastating, I think, early on to the Big Red One. They don't really have the same kind of flyboys that the third does.
Yeah, and I say, like, later on, it kind of favors Gal a little bit more, because he has the flyboys, and also YDdraig runs out of his, 2 Salvet infantry after A phase. So, and by B phase, Gal O'Neill's got Feldjäger Pioneers and Feldjäger Stern Pioneers, which are just going to beat him and outnumber 1st Infantry. So it's going to come down to first, I'd say, really running over the open ground engagement with tanks. Well, just trying to contain the forest.
Oh, not sure what's going to happen right now. A terrifying airstrike coming on in.
Yep. And that's good, because knocking out both lightnings, he knows that it's completely clear, mostly clear for him to be bringing out his B1 without any escort, because he just shot down 2 fighters. No way they're going to get a third.
Meanwhile, to the north, that Bofors is giving some nice supportive fire, and frankly, that might have been what the Americans need to kind of stop that attack.
Yeah, it's all just soft targets up north, so his Ron Bofors gun is just gonna completely shut down his push for now.
Well, especially with the 81mm behind.
Yeah, that's so clumped up, yeah. 81's gonna do a lot of damage. And naval off-map too. No, it's naval off-map actually.
Oh, jeez.
Being brought in. It's not like the big bada booms, it's the medium-sized rockets that do like a lot of booms very fast.
Yep. The discount confetti party.
Yeah, it's like a 7 out of 10 on the boom factor.
Well, the L6s are beginning to come on in, and while we haven't seen the kind of cheesy rush from the L6s, could this be their magic missile?
Yeah. In the north, I mean, is the Bofors guns, and that can stun it up, and also there's a 6-pounder. So really good luck with that. I'd say down south one would be pretty useful to just try to hook around the forest here and get behind the Americans.
Really? I'm surprised you say that. I would think that you could get enough of close-in combat infantry. I guess right now the Fallschirmjägers to the southern tip are pretty well placed, but you get an American squad in there, and that's no longer a tank position for either side.
Fair point. And you got the Fallschirmjägers in the forest, and they're about to be overrun by assault breaches and assault teams. Oh no, they've lost off map here from the railway artillery.
Well,
but,
oh, didn't get that last charge off. Okay.
Oh damn, that's a pretty lucky hit.
But you were saying, please.
But no, it's ONeill's managing to contain his southern forest, which is good. I mean, he hasn't captured it, but he's gonna have to wait till B phase to really put any major pressure. And his northern assault is about to go kaboom.
I'm just staring at it.
There we go. Yeah, that's just so cool out on that off map.
But it did nothing.
Absolutely devastating. It looks cool. It looked cool.
All right, yeah, that's definitely true.
Yeah.
But I can't help but feel that right now that Demi Brigade may have had a better artillery strike.
Yeah.
Which is just sad to say, but...
No naval off map or the railway off map down south. Almost.
Ooh.
I know. I don't think the Fallschirmjäger squad's going to get out of there alive, to be honest.
Well, not the flamethrower anyway.
Nope.
We are going to see a M4DD to the north, and you're absolutely right that Bofors was able to take out the L6, hit the ammo storage at first, and then took it out. I really thought it was going to stand up a little bit better to that shell fire.
Nope. It's Pastorama. Italian special.
Yeah. So where's the railway that you said about in the south? I didn't see any railway, did I? No.
It's already gone. But you got some more Fallschirmjägers. A lot of Fallschirmjägers being brought in down south, actually. 4 bloody Scrodge worth. So he's really trying to push that forest.
But that makes sense, though. It's Phase B now, so he does get some more kind of, red shirts to hold the line.
Yeah, he finally gets some better CQC specialists, which is going to help. But these were the Fallschirmjägers that are brought in 8th phase, I believe. So it's still just regular. I mean, it's still good, but not good CQC. And there's another naval map coming in up north. And I'm thinking YD is going to be making some pretty damn good progress up here once just a naval off map comes off. I mean, you got the Beaufort and the Sherman, and a bunch of infantry and other support. And there's not really much that ONeill can do about it for now. By
the same token, though, is there a lot that YD can do in the south?
Really, I mean, he can hold the forest, but he can't really push out of it because he's surrounded both sides from Fallschirmjägers, which are going to destroy him in an open ground engagement. He really needs, like, a mortar, a DD, tank, or M7 Priest DD to really try to break through the southern side.
Seems like an accurate read. Meanwhile, Sherman in the meantime starts charging on forwards. Ooh, Stoke 3 coming on in, and that might be the only thing that can reverse. Oh, that and the B1. That could reverse, I would say, the American push. And the B1, I don't know if that's going to make it through.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I got the M16 and the Beaufort's gun.
And a second Bofors.
Kind of getting side shots, yeah, but nope, too much AA.
I'm surprised if he makes it out there without getting any kind of smoke here. That's an awful lot of firepower.
Yeah, that's
there we go.
Beauforts and M16. There we go. Yeah, the Stug's gonna help out a lot because that's such a natural tank, which can actually hold up well against the M4DD. But his infantry is getting pulled back, and YD is making some damn good progress, as we can see.
Well, and then even more so, if the Stug is able to get into that gap between just the east of that orchard. Then he might be in good shape, but I feel like the Sherman can just hop from cover to cover, and there's really no great location for the Stoke to line up.
Yeah, and also Stark has no, like, infantry fires. I mean, you got 2 Fallschirmjägers here, but they seem to be on the verge of, like, death or surrender, so it's not the best position.
Cake or death? Cake, please. Anyway, also having an anti-tank gun coming on in, another L6, so maybe he's just trying to set up a nice little target to draw out the Sherman.
Yeah, good little defensive line here. I think a recon unit definitely helping up north. As he, I was like, take a look real fast, because he He doesn't. He has decent eyes up north, but nothing. Nothing great. Can he see Sherman?
No, he doesn't.
But it's hidden behind a tree line. So. But the Stug, just as long as that doesn't die, he should be able to just stabilize the line for now.
Assault bazooka.
Yep.
Just watch. I'll be very sad, but just watch.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, down in the south, Sherwood Force is going to be kicking on off pretty quickly. Germans are going to push back a little bit to the south there, and wow, it's not often you see the 76mm being used as anti-infantry, but it's terrifying when it does.
I don't really see the 76mm being used all that much. I mean, don't really see much first or second infantry, to be honest. You're actually really right, but yeah, look, the Foulshakers in the forest, they're not having a good time because they're not really designed to fight in a forest, and the assault teams are just doing YDdraig. You know, the assault team in the northern part is completely out of ammo apart from M1 Garand.
In the meantime,
not good.
This is very, very strange. I'm trying to figure out which one of these things is going to be kicking on off a lot. Wow, okay, Furos versus Leaders. It's coming on in.
Yeah.
That's very kind of strange. I can go back and forth. Those guys are pretty much clones of each other. Although I would say the anti-tank is a little bit better for the American side of things.
Yeah, they're pretty similar.
Yeah, but I mean, at least the idea though is you're not throwing grenades. You're not playing softball. You actually have bazookas.
Yeah, and I'd take 2 bazookas over one anti-tank grenade any day of the week.
And twice on Saturdays. Stroke to the north, can't see the Sherman, and ooh, Shooter's wounded. Ooh, that is brutal.
Oof, yeah. At least it's not driver wounded, so he's going to be able to get out of dodge for now. And yeah, it's northern flank. Problem is, third foul check, it doesn't work all that well in an open field, especially when there's both those guns suppressing the everlasting Jesus out of you.
So they don't do well in the open. They don't do well in the trees.
They can do around the trees, he just doesn't have the good CQC tree infantry. So he is bringing them up right now, I believe.
I think you're right, yep.
There should be Foulshaker Pioneers or Foulshaker Stern Pioneers. But they do go good in the air. That's where they shine, especially once C-Phase hits. He's going to be, you know, second coming of the Luftwaffe.
I am pretty sure there'd be some people out there who would disagree with you. I would say pretty much the entire Fallschirmjäger attack on Crete, but that's bringing up history, and why do we want to do that thing? We don't want to learn, we just want to get the kills.
Let's jump out of a plane without machine guns.
Yeah. Poor guys.
Pistols.
Poor guys.
Let's just spend the first, hour trying to find the ammo box.
Meanwhile, to the north, it looks like YD might get that 52%. It's been an abominably low score game so far.
Yeah, it's been pretty, 50 or 51 to 49 type matches. Both sides have really been, grinding in the north and in the south. They haven't really seen any big pushes in the middle, but because neither side is like a motorized division per se, it's just going to be more of a slower grinder. Yeah, and Rintown tank pushes, galore.
Well, and down to the south too, we're starting to see a couple of half tracks, which means that Sherwood Forest is not going to go anywhere fast.
Yeah, but all that fire support there is just going to keep the Germans contained for now. And yeah, finally got the Foulshaker Pioneers, and now should be able to clear up shop. And those assault teams really need some ammunition, god damn it. Okay, he's sending them ammo. Because even though assault teams are really good, they really have a pitiful amount of ammo for their guns.
Well, you know what? You can't be fantastic for long. You're fantastic pretty much all around.
Yeah. Like the candle burns thrice the light. Bright, you know that analogy. I can't say it right now.
Well, you burn the candle at both ends, it burns twice as hot for half as long?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. B1 coming on in with the ME-109 to kind of mask and take that initial air cover there. I think great idea. Because it's going to aggro there. Yep, here it comes. Yep,
yeah,
and there it goes.
That's what you needed. That's going to slow down this... Okay, there's another DD being brought up.
Well, and there's a 76mm there as well. So even if he tries to push on forward, the 76mm already unveiled himself.
Oh, 120mm mortar piece from Gal is going to help out a lot. Because he just needs this artillery to just pound-rate the Bofors guns and try to clear things up. And P-38 Lightning, I think he's going to get killed on the B-run. There we go. Good intercept, yeah, from YD.
And down to the south, you were right, the Pioneers are in the trees. And by God, it's terrifying. But the assault teams are also completely
Yep.
Reloaded.
Who do you think wins? Bundle of grenades?
It's gotta be grenades.
Flamey boys.
Look how close they are. One grenade is gonna just completely do insane amounts of morale.
Yeah, fair point. And they're coming from both angles too, so...
Well, all you need is one grenade to go off, and there's a grenade.
Yeah, the grenade.
They're pinned down. They might even die, but there's still 2 more squads.
Yeah.
And that's one of them. So here it comes.
Throw the grenade. There we go.
Oh no, he didn't get the grenade off. He had to move.
Oh no, he didn't. That's a shame.
Oh, and that's gonna be a surrender there.
Oh, there's a third Powertaker Pioneer coming in. He might be able to get the kill.
Let's see, one assault leader. Like, you know, that's, you know,
that
one
knocks
kill.
Knocks out the command structure, at least, so he can surrender him now if he manages to get the.
Oh wow, I didn't realize that the assault. I didn't realize the Fallschirmjäger Führer was still in range there. Ooh.
Oh, lovely rocket strike, yeah.
I was not expecting
exactly
that.
What he needed. Yeah, it's like Spanish Synchronicity just kind of came out of nowhere. And same as P-38 coming out of nowhere. But in the end, the Messerschmitt 109 coming out of nowhere.
This is so strange. It's like you said before, like the BRO is not meant to be in the air. Bros keep their feet on the ground.
I know. But look, this is just a really good use of those P-38 lines. It's not great fighters, but by God, they can intercept. Especially the 2-star veterancy. Like, usually P-38's a rather crappy plane, but the 2-star veterancy makes them rather scary.
Well, it's not terrible at that point. That's also fair. Yeah.
I mean, also think about it. I don't think any other deck really has, apart from like the heavy bomber versions, like 2-star fighter P-38. Yeah.
I'd have to check that myself. I think you're probably right there.
Yeah. Oh, it's heavy mortar. I like how it's engaging the Bofors and trying to get the Duck W. But, yeah, the artillery is definitely what we need to slowly grind down at Bro's defenses.
But the duck does slip out of the way. I don't want to repeat myself and say the duck ducks, but let's put it this way. The mortar didn't goose him.
It'd be funny if ONeill brings out a B run to try to outduck the Duck W.
Ooh.
You gotta fight the duck with duck.
That's a good point. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Well, and it looks like the Americans are tired of flirting with that particular mortar, bringing in some artillery piece as well as the M7 to the north.
Yeah.
And anti-tank positions are getting taken on out left, right, and center for the Germans, so that's not so bueno with the 2nd Sherman still in the area.
Yeah, and Stike's not in a good position. That 76mm gun is going to set up in that forest and blow it sky high.
Well, if the Fallschirmjägers don't take him out.
Yeah.
And they see him, I think. Oh, no, never mind.
Yeah, can't even see him. Or it is the Fauci, I mean, the sniper squad, yeah, but it's going to be first shot, first kill in my book.
Oh!
Never mind, he misses. He's going to get a 2nd shot off, yo.
And that's all he needs.
And ONeill doesn't have many studs in his deck. Shouldn't really, because it's a Fauci, so losing just one of those is going to be a big deal. He does have a stew being brought in, which is cool, but...
No, but again, the Stew is it's a suppression machine. It's not kills.
It's not going to do well against the DD and other tanks that are going to be brought out now. Because you're on C phase and Bro gets a lot of Shermans. And pretty decent Shermans, yeah. Just regular Shermans, nothing really too fancy, but against Third Fauci, regular Shermans is all you need.
Well, a Befehler Sturmgeschütz is coming on in. Wait, who's that? Who's the Stew engaging? What the heck? He's going after the rifles. Yeah. Okay.
And this northern flank is gonna fall. There's too much Dakar from the American lines to really hold.
No, he got lucky right there that rifle squad was pushed back. Yeah, that was begging to be slain. Actually, as it is, one short rush should be able to take it out and really, really slip away 2, 3, 4% pretty easily.
Yeah, and it's not looking good because ONeill is starting to get counter batteried by the M2A1 Howitzer.
P-38 Lightning coming on in. Rocket run, here it comes.
Going for the stew. And kablooey. And that's the, that thing has bloody 14 H-bar rockets. No, to do 15 HE each, so... rather scary, but same as the Messerschmitt 109.
Hey! He took out an infantry squad!
He did it again! That's the 2nd time we've seen that! Oh, wow.
And a moment of silence for those guys who died by that. But at the same time, how you know, again.
I love that when it happens. Oh my word.
Oh, jeez, it's like a Daffy Duck thing.
It
was great, but he can only do it once.
Oh god.
Oh man.
Oh god, I just made this replay.
Yeah.
So much better. Oh my word. But yeah, O'Neill is just he's run out of steam. Just look at the minimap on his side, and then look at the American minimap, and it's just more dense. There's more stuff for the Americans. And he's managed to keep a lot of his 2-star stuff mostly alive.
I think that's more because YD didn't really push as aggressively as he might have.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just... YD's managed to grind out the ground game where he has advantage in, and O'Neill hasn't really managed to take advantage of the air game fully, and especially with like the 2-star P-38 Lightnings and the AA net that YD has. I mean, he has like Bofors and M16s all strewn out over the battlefield. O'Neill was going to have a tough time, and now he's trying to engage with his tanks, and he's just going to get outground gamed with his thugs versus the American infantry armored forces.
Well, the funny thing too is you see like one squad of Fallschirmjägers holds up the advance for like 3 seconds, and then half tracks, M8s, rifles, just barrage the bejesus out of them. Infantry reloads back into the half track. This couple munitions might even go down. Yeah.
I really love how the First Infantry get the M301 half tracks just by themselves, because it's kind of like going into a like a subway and you get to make your own sandwich, but instead of like picking what type of meat you want, you get to pick what type of infantry unit gets to ride in the cool half track.
You know, I've never thought that before, but you know what? I'm happy you're thinking with your stomach on it. Thank you for that.
Yeah, subway, eat fresh.
Taking the cool login.
Sponsorship deal.
Subway, if you're watching this, you gave up Jared a long time ago. Pick up RangRoo, your friendly neighborhood sponsor. O'Neill getting his last licks in, throwing in 3 squads infantry to the south, but between couple munitions, M8, you know, half tracks, it's not happening.
Munitions now. He's meant to capture the enemies to play deep, which is good. And that Fallschirmjäger behind enemy lines is not in the best position. Would not want to be that guy. Yeah, we managed to kill the Cuban munitions, Joe, so denying the enemy his own resources in a sense.
That was just FG fire?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh, a Stuke comes in. Could the M8 take out the Stuke from the side? Nah, it's not going to get the shot off in time.
Nope.
He's dead. Time to retreat, my friend. Time to retreat, my friend.
No, no. The Greyhound's holding his ground.
Crew knocked out.
He's not going to get out. He can't. It's literally like a choke point.
Well, Stuke to the north, weapons jammed. Stu is freaked out. Spot troop getting 86th, and yeah, you're just what you said so far is unfortunately all too true. Another Sherman coming in, another M8 coming in. Ugh.
Yeah. We got the infantry being brought in down south, but it's just not. It's not going to be enough to contain. There's too many vehicles and fire support from YD to really make anything happen for Gal.
It's just that layer. It's too deep.
Yeah, but it's a very deep line defense with mortars and AA guns and all that stuff covering one another, and Gal just couldn't get the air superiority he needed to win the match per se.
I'm kind of amused right now. The Stu and the M7 are basically exchanging shots back and forth.
And yeah, it seems like M7's going to get the morale victory, yeah.
But yes, the last hurrah of the Fallschirmjägers. I can practically hear the whole Lord of the Rings music in the background as we speak. And half-track going behind enemy lines to go after the Flak 36. This is not going to go well for him.
Who do you think, for the half-track or 36?
Really, if that 36 should get any kind of fire out, he should be fine. I don't think one M2 HB should be able to take out the 20 mil from that, excuse me, 36 mil, 37 mil from that range. Especially at this point, he's firing the wrong direction, so...
I know he does have... He's going to get first shot off, and...
Worth noting, by the way, B1 came back out, or another one came out, and took out the Sherman.
Oh, nice. But yeah, it's the D38 Lightning going in for the intercept, but
Too late.
Smith trying to go for it.
Too late. Much too late. And the Flak 36 goes down. Of course, I had to be made a liar.
Lightning goes down, yo. Gets out airplane, yeah, but kind of a little bit too late considering the air game and the ground game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but one takes ×2 at like 35.
Sure. Sherman, in the meantime, starting to mete out Holy Justice and ×2.
Yeah, the Fautjagers down south. I mean, he's bringing Fautjagers into CQC area again. Not really going to work all too well. And, yeah, just complete an anti-breakthrough from YD. Oh, got some Panzer 06s going to try to hold the line, but yeah, not going to work.
Poor guy. +3 in the meantime over here for YD, and it looks like, wow, critical ammo explosion. What was that from?
No idea.
Oh, 76 mil. Up to the north, the Stug. And the second Stug is going to be engaged pretty darn fast.
Yeah.
At least he's going to go after the L6s, might just as devastating. Yeah.
Yeah.
And folks, that'll be about it over here for ONeill. Wow, did both L6s go down? I think both went down at the same time.
They're both dead.
No, I think they both went down at the same shot, maybe? If that's possible? I don't know.
I think it's just, they just got kind of killed by two different things. I mean, just take a look real fast. They both got killed by the AT gun, but there's like
okay,
like 15-second difference. But KD, yeah, damn, that's pretty standard 1,000 difference. And
no standouts.
Rifle leaders. Look at rifle leaders. That's crazy. Knocked out 2 Fautjager pioneers and 3 Fautjagers. That's. I think he got the finishing shots, but still, I don't really expect rifle leaders to be doing that much actual killing. They're definitely leading by example.
I do think that was the guys who were in the forest with those guys.
Yeah, those guys. And looking at losses, one Messerschmitt got 3 P38, which is pretty good, and the B1 didn't manage to do got 2 tank kills, but apart from that, pretty low kills for the Germans. Fautjagers is getting 1 or 2 kills each.
I am trying to figure out who actually gets the credit for the kill when an airplane flies into the infantry on the ground.
Oh, that's a good. Maybe it doesn't even register.
I'm looking at the timing what it should have been, and I'm not seeing anything that would do that. So
I'm guessing it just dies and it doesn't count for anyone's kill, so it doesn't even show up on the KD thing.
Eugene, you need to get on this, guys. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, geez, this game's broken. I can't play it until it's patched.
Well, then another skilled player is falling by the wayside.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's a good match, and God, I do love seeing planes crash into stuff and kill them. It's just, I'm still waiting for a plane to crash into a supply truck or end up blowing up an artillery piece. That would be the
insane
best thing ever.
That would be insane. That would just be, at that point, I'd just stop the replay, mate. We're done.
Yeah.
I don't care who wins. I don't care who wins.
Just leave the replay, or just walk out, and that'd be it.
It's a mic drop. But alright, come back on Thursday, I want to say with Asia, right?
Riri?
Indeed, alright. So everybody, thank you so much for coming on out for the Tuesday edition of our lovely, lovely Steel Division League Season 2, and I guess we'll see you on Thursday. I'm Caumont L'Evante.
I'm RangRoo, take it easy.